Felicitations, Malefactors, and welcome back to more Cave Gameshire. So, in the previous video, I moved myself out to, well, this new area. Yeah, I did this about, what, three or so weeks ago? Now, you might be thinking, Fig, really, this is all you've done in, like, 3 weeks? And that is actually not the case. In fact, I have repeated this giant room pattern all the way up. In fact, this goes all the way up to the top of the mountain currently. These floors are temporary. I have very recently, as of maybe like 20 minutes ago, finished and actually gotten to the top here. This is the absolute top of the mine. From here, I'm going to break down every single one of these floors and then bring it all the way down to the floor. Now, that's actually not the whole mine. I'm about halfway done or so clearing this thing out. I still need to bring this all the way from here down to a Y of around 5, or basically where the bedrock starts. But yeah, I have also worked on the exterior of the mine. We're going to come through this temporary 1x2 tunnel. This is mainly just so I can get in and out of here pretty easily. I spent pretty much the past few weeks just underground, constantly working on this thing. It's taken me a while, mostly because this is in fact extremely boring. But yeah, I've also completed the front of the mine. I wouldn't say completed, it's not entirely done. There's a few different blocks that I want to put. Namely, those 4 blocks right there, I kind of want to replace with gold. I think that would look much nicer. And the top of this isn't blended perfectly. I couldn't really get a good solution going, so I kind of, you know, temporarily, or yeah, more as a stopgap, just place that up there. But yeah, that is what I've been primarily working on. Now, today I'm going to, well, remove those floors, and then I am going to work on kind of forming the mine from the top up, and then digging out the rest of it. Before I do that, though, I'm actually going to go and log into another account of mine that's over at the spawn area, and I'm going to help fill out some of the mapping data. Now, if you look at the map here, you can see that I have circled where my base is in this red circle. It's decently far away, and you can see around where our spawn area is that there's these squares that continuously like go out from there. And I'm going to help contribute to this mapping of this. Now, it's important to do that because, well, having all that mapping information is actually extremely valuable for making any kind of like concrete plans for server-wide infrastructure, right? Like, think about it like this. It's really difficult for me to, say, you know, make a rail track back, which is one of the things that I need to work on ASAP, which is why the mine is kind of like a preliminary step to that, to have myself a base of operations. It's difficult to do that if I don't have, like, fully accurate data, if I can't really tell where the hell I'm going. Same thing if I want to make the, like, large roadways and highways back. So, again, that's why contributing to the mapping is, you know, beneficial for pretty much everyone here. So, I will go do some mapping, and then I will return when I've torn down every single one of these floors, and we've got, like, a large space above us. So, I will return in a moment. Okay, I have finished removing all the layers, and, yeah, this is a really fucking massive space now. So I was kind of considering the shape of this while I was bringing the floors down, and if I brought it all the way down, because I'd be just under halfway down towards the bottom of the world, I feel like it would look kind of weird. Otherwise, this would need to be wider and on this side to make more like sense for the proportions. So honestly, I think I'm gonna have this just be a standalone main hall, and then kind of have other branching rooms coming down from the sides or the fronts. Kind of similar to the main hall in the mine back at spawn, but obviously really fucking large. So now I actually need to go and design this, because fun fact, I've been working on this for 4 weeks, and I don't even have a design for this. So I'm going to go spend a couple of days designing a mine, and then I will be back with hopefully a completed main hall. Okay, so it's been about 2 days since that last clip. I have designed the entire main hall. I finished it earlier today, and I gotta say, it's already a lot more work than what I had anticipated, but I kind of knew what I was getting into. But rather than do the main hall right now, because it would require moving all these chests, I think the logical thing to do is to make the storage room and then work on the farming area. So the storage room is going to be on the right-hand side, and then the farming area is going to be on the left, with the main mine entrance over here down in the center. I feel like it makes sense to do that first because, A, I can get these chests out of the way. I can also move my desk setup and my bed into a permanent location. And the farms, because I'm going to need a lot of wheat, because I'm expecting to fall off of stuff and take a lot of fall damage and or die a lot. So I kind of want to make sure that's cleared up. I also need a space to move this grass to, because it can't stay here forever. I need to move it out of the way. Again, I can also get rid of these, because I am going to need wood for some things. But before I do that, I actually want to bring all the things over that I'm going to be able to farm, because, well, they include trees, which I already have, but sugarcane and cactus are two things that I don't have with me. So I'm actually going to head back to Gameshire, and then I'm going to grab things from my house. Conveniently, one of my accounts is already over there, so rather than walk all the way back there and then walk back here, I'm instead going to log in over there and then grab some stuff from my house, because I also need jack-o'-lanterns. Alright, so I'm back over in Gameshire now, and, looks like we got some nasty neighbors here. Get out of here. Alright, cool. He's gone. And free gunpowder out of that. Alright, so I'm back in Gameshire now. I just logged in and walked back over here from my other account. This is normally my camera account, but he happened to be close, so I decided to just utilize him. So I'm going to grab some things out of the, not the basement. What's the opposite of a basement? The attic. Yeah, I don't know why I thought basement. But I'm actually going to transport a few things out here. I think I'm going to bring the bricks with me, because I have some ideas in mind with that. And I'm going to bring the snow with me as well. I want to utilize that. And then I'm going to store all my wool. I don't think I'm going to take this with me, because it's not terribly difficult to get wool. Though I am going to need blue wool, so I'm going to take that with me. And I don't have any extra lapis. What I do need, though, is I need cactus, and then I'm going to store the rose. I'm going to store that. I'm going to take the sugarcane, take the wheat seeds, pumpkins. I will be splitting the pumpkins in half. I'll be taking these. And, yeah, I think I'll also take 2 of my cocoa beans with me as well. And then I've already got red and brown mushrooms, so I'll just keep that as is. And then, where's the mob drops chest? Here it is. Alright. What else can I bring with me? Yeah, moss stone. I think I'm going to take 2 stacks with me. I've got some ideas in mind, because the Viamin is a rainforest. So I think I might be able to make good use of that outside of my mine entrance. So I'll probably just bring all of it with me. And I don't think there's really anything else I need that I don't have out there already. I'll not be bringing sand with me. Perhaps gravel, but I've already got quite a bit of gravel with me. Yeah, okay, I think that's all that I need. I've got the main important things to bring with me. And since I'm heading out there, I might as well fill up the remaining inventory slots I have with bones for, you know, tree farming. So I'm going to go sit at the skeleton grinder for a few minutes, get some bones, and then I'm going to head over to my homestead. So I will be back in, I don't know, an hour or so. Alright, so I'm almost back to the base, and this was something that Arcrid found a couple of days ago when he was leaving my base. He initially decided to come out this way, and he ran across a pumpkin patch, but also a spawner. So he did locate the spawner really close to my base. Unfortunately, it's not a skeleton spawner, it is a zombie spawner. But I'm probably going to develop this into a kind of like a mob sink, a honeypot, if you will. So I can, what's the word? So I can shut off mob spawns by just utilizing this. And then later on convert it to like an XP farm, possibly, like whenever we get to that point. But yeah, there is a spawner out there, but it is getting dark, so I need to go get into the mine as quickly as I can. Then drop the stuff off. Alright, so now we are back within the mine, and now it is time to drop all this stuff off. at least into these chests here. So I think that this is going to be a good spot to end it for the day. I didn't exactly finish making the hall, but I do have the design done, and I'm ready to begin with that. So what I'm going to do next is, between this video and the next, I'm going to work on the farms, and I'm going to just, work on the mine in general, until I've got, something better to show. I'm going to start with the storage room, then I'm going to work on the farms, and then I will construct the main hall. This is actually going to also require a little bit more digging on the wall panels. But yeah, that is... oh, there's a chicken in here. Hello there. But yeah, that is the plan for this. So, I think that does it for me today. As always, I've been Fig. Thank you for watching, and take care.